Yo, what's up, peoples? Let me roll this damn window up real quick. Get nice and comfortable. Hopefully, y'all not seeing my ugly ass face. No, real talk, man. I just wanted to really just make this video real quick to really show my acknowledgement to everybody that's listening. You know what I'm saying? Been giving me feedback as far as taking heed on a lot of the things. You know what I'm saying? Not taking my word for it, but actually putting in the work and going about their own research as far as on their own volition. You know what I mean? Not just inspired by myself, but being motivated within themselves to be better, to be the best version of themselves. And I really gotta acknowledge the people in my life that's really been inspiring to me because of that. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I represent, I know my worth, I know my power, and I know the intent I have in absolutely everything that I say and everything that I do, being pure of heart and representing myself in the highest regard, and the love and appreciation and motivation and inspiration that I get not only from you, everybody that's listening to me, or anybody that follows me and acknowledges my power, but acknowledges their power within themselves first. But all of this is done because of the Great Mother, because of the me mastering my divine feminine in me has opened me up so much because of my heart and my approach in doing this work as far as the alchemical transformation. That is an ongoing process. This is an ongoing self-fulfilling prophecy, so to speak. But it's opened me up to reservoirs of information and wisdom and knowledge that I have to acknowledge, I have to express, and there's no turning it off. Like literally last night, I still haven't watched what I've done last night as far as the video that I made, as far as what the things that I was discussing. But I know that me being open like this, me being, for lack of a better term, a tuning fork for entities to come through and express themselves through me as a bridge, as a gateway, as a way shoulder. But having all of this power, having all of this potential, and being very influential over the likes of anybody that's cut from the same cloth as me or that's resonating with my frequency, I can't take that for granted. And you have my undying word that I won't lead anybody astray when it comes to that fact. When it comes to me thinking like a scientist, acting like a priest, so to speak. So the title of this, I don't know, whatever you want to call this, vlog, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to call it, is the narrow path of the heart. And being the middle pillar, being able to first acknowledge the fact that you are dark and light, and combining those two polarities and creating your own pathway. And the only way you do that is by intent on being pure of heart in every moment. And being pure of heart in every moment, regardless of who you interact with. Seeing that person or seeing that other individual as a representation of yourself. And knowing that if you go out your way to fuck over someone else for whatever reason, whatever grievance, whatever emotion they triggered in you to make you want to do harm to them or think in ways of harming them, you're fucking yourself over. And those things are cataloged, they are marked, and they are remembered by the spirits, by your guides, by those who watch in the shadows of every thought that you think. Of every thought that you think, every motive that you have, it's all exposed, and it's all cataloged, and it's all marked. And you get to a point in time where you're gonna have to cash in on that shit. You're gonna have to deal with that. And oftentimes it happens to those after their physical body drops, after they die. It doesn't end. I can tell you this from my personal experience and being able to communicate with the spirits of the dead. Me being able to communicate with spirits in general. You see what I'm saying? And that's, I'm telling you, this is coming from experience. This is not just me in this lifetime telling you. This is from prior incarnations as a Christ. It's everything that you see and I represent. I'm unwavered when it comes to that. This is who I am. This is what I am. And I've always represented myself as pure of heart, as being the 13. Throughout the narrative of my story, this is me in the first time in the flesh getting to really not enjoy it necessarily, but really get to feel the weight of what I represent to humanity as being that inspiration of hope, of a savior. And all that I am is but a mere reflection of the savior that is within you, because it's you that's the savior. It's you that's the redeemer of your own spirit. You see that externalized in me, and you've been led to worship me. You've been led to look at me as your God, as your idol, whatever. And that was never my intent for that to happen. My intent was to be pure of heart and to acknowledge you as a God, and to acknowledge you can do anything and everything greater than I can. If you are pure of heart, if you approach your spiritual work with dedication, with the aim and goal, and embodying the all, and embodying the I am, meaning good, evil, bad, positive, negative, the whole kit and caboodle. Because in order for you to transcend truly, you must play both sides of the fence. You must wear both shoes. You must have both experiences of being a fallen angel, so to speak, or an angel, or a demon, a god, a devil, or what have you. You must acknowledge all of them. You must embrace the whole experience of being able to have the opportunity to embark on this journey, or in this hero's journey that you're on, for your alchemical transformation, is what I'm saying. And yeah, in this lifetime, what I've done, I combine everything with black magic. I came through that angle. That's in my blood. That's in my DNA. And that was literally like a weapon I used to really expedite my alchemical transformation and my level of understanding of myself and what I was, and how to incorporate that in the best way possible to not only be beneficial for myself, but to the larger degree those who resonate with my frequency at large. And that's all that I'm doing. All that I'm doing is here to acknowledge and to let you know that I'm an external form of your hidden potential. Your potential is speaking to you, externalized from you, but it's coming from within you. So what I am, you are. At the end of the day, that's what my aim is. That's what my intent is. And I'm incapable of going against that. I'm incapable of mischievousness, of deceitfulness, of evil tendencies, or any ulterior motives when it comes to me being able to speak from the heart. Because I'm being watched, I'm being monitored, I'm being judged by my own spiritual God. But more importantly, everything that I'm doing is fueled by the Great Mother, and I must acknowledge and respect that opportunity, that title as being a Christ, and representing that every day of my life. With every word that I speak is to show reverence and to show appreciation and gratitude for having the opportunity to wear the title of a Christ in a moment of time where most people will see or think that this is needed. Someone has to come down here to really spark the creative imagination when it comes to spiritual work, when it comes to consciousness, when it comes to alchemy. That's what I represent. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for likes. I'm not here for shares. I'm here to let you know that not only am I here to represent the Christ and represent all that accompanies that, but I'm here to be an example and to show you every day of how you can be greater every day of your life, for how you can expedite your own spirituality, your own level of consciousness, your alchemical transformation with intent, unbending intent. and being able to weaponize your power in every moment of every day to speed up your own alchemy. That's basically what I'm about. That's what I am. And I'm doing it through the spoken word. And that's a threat. Because I don't ask for nothing. I'm not asking for anything. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm asking you to believe yourself. I'm asking you to have faith in yourself that you can be the miracle, that you can be the shining example for those that's around you who need a crutch to lean on, who needs maybe a jolt of inspiration for them to pick up themselves off the floor and really go within their subconscious mind with the confidence that you may have in being able to weaponize and internalize all the traumatic experiences. Instead of being the victim, they acknowledge themselves as both victim and victimizer, and knowing that they were in control of every situation that they've ever been in from your inspiration. Or if you don't find that inspiration within you, look at it and see it within me, because I'm telling you, you're but a mirror reflection of me. So I'm incapable of not being pure of heart is what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? I can't, it's so powerful, this shit that's in me. I can do this. I can literally make a video like this and I can just talk forever. And with different things that I can just explain and different things that I'm able to really correlate with what I'm going through and what you're going through. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm here to do. So I wanted to go in this angle and really try to give you the hard nuts and bolts details on how I'm able to basically absorb or have access through all brainwaves of the planet. I have to explain that because that's something that I don't want to just go under the radar. It's something that's very important that you must understand about the geomagnetic grid of the planet and when it comes to brainwaves. Now, typically, during the hours of like 3 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, I'm talking about, the brainwaves of the planet, the geomagnetic grid of the planet, it drops. It gets to a point where it's weak, and there's no firewall, so to speak, when it comes to your mind, your brainwave. And most typically, when people are asleep, right, the brainwaves just go up and they're reverberated through the geomagnetic grid of the planet. It's a cavity. That's why I stress the importance of No More Secrets, the lecture from Dr. Persian. You really need to listen to that. You really need to really pay attention to when it comes to brainwaves and neuroscience and being able to have access to data and information that's prevalent within brainwaves. And not only you right now, but every human being that ever existed on the planet. There's reservoirs of information that's readily available for you to be able to have access to and for you to be able to download information from the cloud, so to speak, if you know what the fuck you doing. Now, that's what I've been doing my entire life, is having that ability to be able to have access throughout all brainwaves of the planet by knowing that the frequency emission of the planet is 7.83 hertz, which is the Schumann resonance. Knowing the resonant frequency of the waking dream within most people's reality is 7 hertz. And knowing how to use that to my advantage strategically by going through neuroplasticity, brain entrainment, and brain synchronization to the point where my brain waves are on some other shit. But they're placed strategically to be above the planetary mind control fields that most people are under, for me to have access of all forms of information. That's why I can just get downloads the way that I get them. Because the downloads that I'm getting are coming from myself, and I'm filtering them through the sun. I'm filtering them through black hole that's coming through the sun, through carrier wave emissions. Being able to take a sun, to take a technology that the sun is, and use that to fuel my intent for alchemical transformation that hits every cellular organism on the planet, yours included, with the activation codes for you to turn on, for you to activate. And it's happening. you're starting to see young Pharaoh talk about psychotronics. He has a lot of followers. Not realizing that's a great thing, but what he's doing, he's picking up on my thought form to speak about psychotronics. And he's entertaining that to a larger audience. I have to thank him for that, because now it's a lot more people paying attention to the thought form that I introduced into this realm and to this community, so to speak, for them to really investigate, for them to really get comfortable with that level of information. And so I gotta thank him for that. I gotta thank people like Hydra Queen and others who really talking about the Christos, the inner Christos. That's what I represent. What I am is your inner Christos externalized. Not in the flesh, so to speak, but the spirit. My spirit is your spirit, is what I'm saying. Or I'm the potential, the hidden potential that I am is what you are within yourself. And it's up to you to activate that. You don't have to look at me and worship me no more, that's what I'm saying. You need to really reevaluate your priorities and where you place your energy, where you place your attention and your worship and your you know what I'm saying? You need to place it on yourself, is what I'm saying. You need to place it on the most important person in your existence, and that's you. And that's God. Because I told you that ye are gods. I'm not here to rule over you. I don't need to rule over you. I am you. I don't need none of that. All I need you to do is be open-minded and have the faith of a mustard seed that you can accomplish this within yourself, like I did. Because once you do this, once you embark on the adventure, trust me, it's an adventure of representing the middle pillar and living from the heart, pure, every single day, with every word that you utter, with every thought that you generate, all aimed under the umbrella of being pure of heart. Every day. It's not something that's hard to do. If you would just acknowledge everyone around you as being a representation of you, why would you want to fuck over the next man when ultimately you fucking over yourself? And you will have first-hand experience of knowing that that person that you have a problem with is but a reflection of you. You will get it. And you will not want that hurt, that level of burden that you will carry, that's going to be a mark on your soul that you're going to have to answer to once your body drops. Because you have guides, you have scribes, you have spiritual entities that's watching your every move, that's here to assist you. And most people don't acknowledge them. Most people don't even know they exist. But when it's time, when the body drops, they make themselves known to you. What I'm saying is, you don't want those regrets. You don't want to have that as something that you didn't really take advantage of, and take advantage of the opportunity here while using the flesh. Because now your heart is heavy. Now you got regrets. Now your heart is not pure. Now you feeling like you being dragged down. All that weight is going to pull you. You're condemning yourself to come back down here and to really just experience this again. But what I'm saying is, those opportunities to come back down here are coming to a fucking end. Pardon my French. Now, we all know that we know the prophecy of this, of me, like the second coming, so to speak, rearing my ugly ass head in the time of a crisis, a planetary shift, a paradigm shift, a new aeon, so to speak, age of Aquarius. And we know that once I show up, I'm not here to spread peace. I'm not here to spread love and joy and happiness and kumbaya. I'm here to destroy with the sword. And that sword is the spoken word. The word I'm speaking right now is shaking the tapestry of creation, of this sentient world simulation that's designed and cultivated to keep you asleep. And I'm telling you to wake the fuck up. Just by the fact that you hearing me and you got the opportunity to weigh, is this really happening? Is enough to create schisms, glitches within this matrix. It's already happening. It's already taking place. I don't have to do anything but just be what I am and to speak and live from the heart. That's the weapon. That's my infinity gauntlet. Is being pure of heart. And I can't be fucked with when it comes to being pure of heart. And you can't either if you set the intent on being pure of heart. I'm about to get me some gas. Fuck this shit. Hold on. Hold on, niggas. I'm still gonna keep it a buck with you. I ain't about to be. I mean, look at me, dog. I look exactly the same as I've always looked. I'm in plain sight of you motherfuckers. Like, I've always looked like it. Like this. Like woolly hair, eyes fiery red, nigga feet made of brass 12 man, follow me and be a god slave. So I'm always gonna use that rhyme. That's my go say shit. But listen, being pure of heart, man. And just hold up. What I'm gonna put in the tank? $20? Fuck it. Wait 1 second. Hold up. Fart, man. All right. I'm always gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Pump 5, 20 on 5. I should serve a nigga, right? What y'all think? Shit, I gotta wear a mask and shit. Fuck that, man. How you doing, bro? Let me get 20 on pump 5, please. Okay. 20 on 5. You got it, bro. Thank you. Hold up, man. I want something to drink. I'm thirsty, motherfucker. I know I don't like talking when I don't have nothing to drink. Hey, man, do y'all have any coconut water in here? Oh, no. Damn. All right, hold up. They got no healthy food, bro. They ain't got no healthy food, huh? No, y'all got some shit up in here. Let me see. I hate to be that typical ass nigga and just get a damn iced tea like I always do. Fucking typical ass. You know what? Fuck that. I'm going against the grain tonight. I'm gonna get me a goddamn. I thought this was peach soda. Nope, it's orange soda. Fuck it. He's not righteous. He can't drink pop. He's not righteous. Such all ass. Jeez, you know what the fuck you want. Let me get this, bro. Got a 5. Hey, bro, how much this mask is up here? Like $12? $15. 15? Okay. All right, man. You take it easy, bro. All right. I'm paying attention to my stupid ass. All right. But like I said, trying to, like, every day, working on any of the negative thought forms that you have, as far as the script that you may have in your head that's telling you that you gotta be just a regular motherfucker. Like, you really need to go within your mind and search out those negative thought forms that you have about yourself and listen to them. Not listen to them, not acknowledge them, but I need you to hear them loud. Because they're there out of fear. And those negative thought forms that you have, that you created, work for the demiurge or the system that's keeping you in prison within the sensual world simulation. But it's out of fear. It's because they fear your rise. They fear you being God. So it's up to them to try to break you down as much as possible. And they mimic your brain waves, they mimic your inner voice, and they mimic your behavior, how you see yourself, everything. This is a well-cultivated system that they created for you to really be always in the blind on being able to detect how intricate they are as far as how they cloned your inner voice or cloned your brain waves, so to speak. And this system is very, very, very hell-bent on keeping you a slave, a battery. An emotional battery that's really sustaining this existence. And you sustain this existence by being attached to it, by being emotionally invested in it, by looking forward to tomorrow as being another day just to, you know, from a perspective of not looking forward to tomorrow as far as being able to be pure of heart and being able to express yourself as spirit, pure spirit. No, but looking forward to tomorrow in being just a regular, basic bitch ass nigga, so to speak. Like, living like that. Like, you don't have to do that shit, man. You can make the choice and just being great in every fucking moment of time. But in order for you to be great, you gotta be pure fucking heart. Nah, let me shut the fuck up over there, dance. I don't know which fucks you listening to. Oh, I think she just pulled up over here to see me and shit. And she gonna drive off and shit. That's all she doing. At least that's how I saw this shit. Anyway. Alright, hold up. Let me get my shit together, niggas. Hold up now. I appreciate y'all patience with my stupid ass. So the path of being righteous, I don't like that word. The path of being pure of heart, it's not something that's necessarily. It's easy if you just set the intent. Really, honestly, it's easy once you set the intent in every moment of every day to really be the best version of yourself. Is what I'm saying. But once you do this, man, I'm telling you, you're gonna be imbued with so much support and so much power that's running through you and that's behind you. You can't lose, man. And it's so satisfying and soul enriching, and knowing the work that you putting in order for you to really be God in the flesh, man. You're gonna be imbued with a lot of abilities and shit. You just gonna have to be comfortable using this power. You're gonna have to be comfortable with being able to warp reality. You're gonna have to be comfortable with being able to read minds and moving things and doing shit. But with great power comes great responsibility. So, and I'm just freestyling. I don't have no other intent in just being pure of heart in the moment, really just showing my gratitude to people, really acknowledging the great mother that resides in me, that's fueling every moment of every day for me. And really just acknowledging the important people I have in my life that really mean so much to me. That really, honestly, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be the person I am if it wasn't for these people. And these are people I talk to every day. But I just had a very, very, very profound conversation with my soon-to-be ex-wife about a lot of the real shit. A lot of shit dealing with the kids, dealing with, you know, grown man shit, going through a marriage, and really acknowledging the 12 years of my life that was the best 12 years of my life with her. And knowing that she's totally blameless in any situation. Knowing that anything that's ever happened as far as our relationship, I caused, and I've done it on purpose to really protect her from me, from my energy, from what I was doing, the shit that I'm involved in, the things that's running through my blood that I cannot turn off. I had to really show her my undying appreciation and my gratitude for her for what she represents to me. And it takes a lot. If you ain't really went through no shit, and if you ain't really pure from the heart and really see people for what they are, not for what they appear to be, and you communicate with the spirit in them, you won't get it. So I don't expect everybody to understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is some heart-to-heart shit that I had to have with my wife, and I had to let her know that I can't blame you for nothing. Like, you gave me my daughters, but you always been solid, and everything that you've ever done for me, it came from your heart. It came with pure intention. And you didn't even want anything in return. You did it out of the love of your heart. And anybody that's doing that to you, anybody that you have in your life that can put up with the crazy shit that you do. Like, I do some crazy shit. I'm benevolent, and malevolent.
I'm fucking evil and I'm like righteous, but I gotta be the middle pillar. I gotta represent both of those. But in order for me to be what I am, I have to be pure of heart. So if you have anybody in your life, whether they white, black, green, gay, whatever, if they are pure of heart and their intent with you, you know who they are. You know who they are. You know who these special people are in your life. What I'm telling you is acknowledge them and thank them and show appreciation and gratitude to them right now while they're alive, because it means so much to your guys and the spirits that's rocking with you, that's supporting you, that you don't acknowledge when you do this. It's like extra credit, so to speak, because they watching and they appreciate when you appreciate the people in your life that you know that are there, that you wouldn't be the best version of yourself or whatever if it wasn't for them being there to support you, being there, just being pure of heart with you, keeping it real with you. See, I just got a text from my wife now, in the moment, telling me how she appreciated the conversation we just had. That's what I just read. And I can't acknowledge her right now because I'm having a conversation with you niggas. But knowing that I was with her for 12 years, and every moment with her was the best 12 years of my life, I have to acknowledge that. I have to acknowledge her putting up with my crazy ass, putting up with a nigga who was like God, and going through that shit, going through the trials and tribulations on how I was going to reveal myself to the world, how I was going to rear my head, how I was going to weaponize, how I was going to use my voice to really inspire other people. I had to cultivate that. But what came with that was power, both positive and negative, that I had to figure out a way for me to be practical with it every day, where I had to be comfortable with this power every day. And it's led me to hurt. It hurt people. It hurt my loved ones, my in-law. I've done things that, you know what I'm saying, that made me look a certain type of way. But I had to do it in order for me to really fully embrace what I am as being the Christ, as being El Cristo Satanis Negro. I'm running this whole Palo black magic shit that's running through me. It's running through my veins. It's a part of me. There's no running from this. This is what I am. And it's in my blood. And it come through whoever the fuck my true father is. I do know that. So it's something, and I don't even care to find out who he was. I know my bloodline is drenched. Whatever King of David, Christ bloodline shit, that shit is in me. It's up to scientists and geneticists to figure that shit out. I don't give a fuck about how far I go back. I know it's there. I know the potential it holds, and I know what I must do. And I know what I must do is be what I am, is being the middle pillar and being pure of heart as the Christ, as El Cristo Satanis Negro, as Lord of the underworld, King of the dead, but also corresponding with Osiris, being the resurrected man in the West. Knowing my worth and my power, my influence over people who are inspired by me, who are motivated by me, and knowing that I can't take that for granted. So I'm going back to this. If you have anybody in your life that's supporting you in any way, shape, or form when it comes to anything, when it comes to just taking your sorry ass to work every day, when it comes to just taking you somewhere, driving you around, not even asking you for fucking gas money, anything, you have to acknowledge the people in your life that's getting you to where you need to go. Because we're not alone in this. You know what I'm saying? I may think I got a tattoo on me, born alone, die alone, and I do all this shit solo, but I'm not alone in none of this shit. You understand what I'm saying? There are people who got your back. You just have to really step outside of yourself and really stop the ego, stop the mind chatter. And when you living from the heart, and you living with the intelligence from the heart and the middle pillar, you will see who those people are in your life, and you will run. to acknowledge them and thank them for every fucking thing that they do for you. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's the game I'm running on you niggas. It's for you to not only see the God in you every day, knowing that you can improve upon the God that you are every moment of every day, and to acknowledge that and act upon that fact. But not only that, but to show love, appreciation, and gratitude for individuals that you have in your life who helped you get to the point for you to realize that ye are God, and that you can improve upon the fact that you God every day. You gotta acknowledge that shit, my niggas. That's what I'm saying. Did that sound fucking crazy to you? Because if it is, I'm the craziest motherfucker ever exists. And I own that shit. That's what I've always said. That's what I've always taught. Within the narrative of my story. I existed in your imagination as an ideal, as a character. Y'all talk about, this nigga didn't even exist. Now I'm in the flesh. Now I get to experience what it is to like be in the flesh for the first time. Before I was a figment of your imagination. So it took a lot to get here. And I wasn't alone in this. I didn't do this by myself. I was born knowing a large percentage of this shit. I knew I was the Christ. I knew that blonde hair, blue eyed motherfucker in church wasn't me, but he was me. At the same time. Nah, I didn't look like that. But I knew the physical appearance, what I looked like per se, wasn't the whole, you know what I'm saying, story. I knew that I was plagiarized. I knew that my image was being mocked and created for a purpose of mind control and for a purpose of really propagating white supremacy and how that was instituted as far as religion. I know that. But the core archetypal representation of what I was remained the same. And what I am, and what I am symbolically, is what you are within yourself. You are your own Savior. You are your own inner Christos. You are your own version of Jesus, so to speak, of the Christ. Now, it's up to you to go about your own journey into how you embrace that fact about yourself. Now, me, I went about it. I didn't go about it necessarily with black magic. That shit came through me because that's what I am. And that's the most powerful shit in existence. Sorcery and black magic. That shit is in my DNA. Spell casting. Being able to create and speak things into existence. Being able to move stars and black holes and planets and quasars and shit. That's nothing to me. And it's nothing to you. If you acknowledge and live from the fact that you are God every moment of every day in your entire existence, past, present, and future. There's no one to blame. There's no victims in this shit. Once you acknowledge yourself and act upon the fact that ye are God. That's what I'm saying. Once you act upon this, there's no turning back. There is no motherfucking turning back once you embrace the fact that you are God. Because what comes with that is experience. And what it is it's like an avalanche. And it's going downhill with no bottom. And you gonna have to, motherfucker, you rolling downhill. And you just gonna have to deal with all that fucking power that you getting, all that snow you accumulating. Is just potency, more and more power that you just gonna have to get used to fucking handling. You better do something about that shit. But when you're pure of heart, you're gonna know how to use it. You're gonna know when to show grace. But you also gonna know when to show malice and violence if need be. You're gonna know when to show forgiveness, appreciation, empathy. But you're also gonna know when you can show bitterness, when you can be cold, when you can be whatever. You're gonna know this, but you're gonna express it being pure of heart in a moment. You must admit that You're evil. Yes, you've done bad things. Don't run from them. Accept them. Why? Because you everything. So if you can accept the bad things you did, you can fucking accept the great things you did too, and feel good about both experiences. What I'm saying. Don't feel bad. I feel bad about that. No, feel good that you went and fucking clapped them niggas up over there. Just as good as you feel about helping that old lady across the goddamn street. You have to embrace both aspects of yourself, is what I'm saying. You have to do that if you're going to be pure heart and you're going to be the middle pillar for yourself. Okay, time's a ticking. Time is running out. How long y'all motherfuckers think this shit was going to last? Honestly. Like, seriously, like, how long did you think this shit was going to go on? You know it wasn't going to go on forever. Now, I'm not saying there's all kind of shit that can happen. Like, I don't have to just move that asteroid, you know what I'm saying, around election. There's so many shit. There's so many ways I can end this motherfucker. And most of them is with asteroids. I like asteroids. I'm going to tell you why I like them. Because they get shit done quick and in a hurry. Right? A one big enough can just wipe this motherfucker clean. There won't be no memory of none of this shit. We can just seed this motherfucker a new species like octopuses or some shit. They'll take the place of Homo sapiens and they be running this motherfucker the next 20,000, 30, 40,000 years. I'm just saying, I'm giving you an example of how things work down here when it comes to, you know, wiping this motherfucker out with a celestial body. For example, where do asteroids exist? Most of you, they out of space. Nah. Can we keep the lights on, please? Fuck them lights. You don't need to see my face. I want you to really see darkness, because when you see my face, you start to see me and how I look, you're going to start to worship me. You're going to start to really see me as the Christ. I want you to see your motherfucking self as the Christ. It's really what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm in the dark. That's why I prefer you to see blackness and look at me and see a mirror of yourself. And really just you to hear my words. Fuck my ugly ass face. Don't look at my face. I mean, let the women look at my face. They won't look at me. But like, dude, don't pay attention to the image of what I look like. It's already been misguided and used as a weapon to really deter you from really seeing the symbolic representation of yourself as being melanated, seeing the God that you look like. You've been looking at a white version of me, and you being black, and you having the, you know what I'm saying, the schism of really trying to identify with somebody outside of you, really not looking like you can't really identify with it. But yet at the same time, I am you. So really, I'm just saying, don't pay attention to what I look like physically, please. That's not important. It never was. What's important is my message. And my message is telling you that ye are gods. And that the way to the mother, the way of the great mother is being pure of heart. And I'm about my mother's business. And what my mother's business is being pure of heart. Every moment of every day. That's it. But where do asteroids exist? Where are they at? They don't exist outer space. They exist in inner space. And how I move them and how I manipulate them is no different from how you move and how you manipulate your neurons in your brain. Because asteroids and outer space are figments of your imagination. They exist within your mind. So if I want to manipulate and move some shit in outer space, I just manipulate and move it within my inner space. And thus, as a man thinketh, so is he. As it is within, so it is without, motherfucker. That's why I'm so easy. That's why I can do this shit. It's nothing. It ain't nothing for you to do it. It ain't shit. You do it all the fucking time. You do it all the time. You don't even know you doing it. I've always known I was doing this shit. I've always known that wherever I was at, I was controlling the entire environment and every goddamn life form in it, and every inanimate or animate object in it, I was a representation of. I've always known that. I didn't have nothing in me telling me I wasn't that. Do that make me better than you? No. Because you can do it too. In fact, it's even more beneficial, more impactful for you to even be able to do that shit right now under all the goddamn mind control you've been under. I was never under no mind control. I was never under no fucking body's rule and thumb of me not. I never thought I was human. I knew I was never human. I always knew I was a God. I always knew I was a Christ. And that comes with, as you grow older, that comes with different levels of awareness of that fact. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't have that. I didn't have to go through the shit you had to go through. So I'm telling you, you went through a lot of shit. So I'm telling you, for you to acknowledge yourself as God and be in pure heart, knowing all the shit you went through, is way more fucking powerful than what the fuck. I came into this existence already knowing I was this. It was easy. So in basically, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, metaphysically and spiritually and consciously when it comes to this alchemy shit. I was already on this shit. Because that's not my, I can't come here like how you come here. I'm a symbol. I'm a fucking archetype. I'm a principality. So I don't have the opportunity to come here as a human and go through that whole trial and tribulation, do lifetime shit to have to accumulate my whole alchemy and get to a point where I'm with Christ. I was always this shit. That's my burden. I'm the 13. I've always been that. So it's easier for me to do it because I am it. But what I'm telling you is, it's even more impactful for you to go through from the zero, or from the first grade all the way to the fucking graduate school and graduate knowing that ye are God, instead of me already having all this ability and power within me the moment I was born. Like, it was written in fucking stars. This is what I am. It was declared in the heavens based on my natal chart and all that old shit. You know what I'm saying? This is already there. This shit is written in stone. But what I'm telling you is, you can do better. You can do more than me. So what if I can move a fucking planet? I'm moving all kinds. I'm moving everything. I'm moving everybody. So what? You do it all the fucking time, and you don't even know you doing it. Let me ask you this. How you think things happen? You think they just happen? You think this is some random shit that's happened? Like, this, who doing it? How is any of this shit happening? Like, I'm seriously. Who doing it? You know who doing it? Don't say me. God is doing it. You are God that's doing it. You don't even realize that all the shit you seeing is coming from you. You just unconscious of your own divinity and don't have no fucking clue. You think you human. You think you just some regular motherfucker. Now, you could be a regular motherfucker. You could be. I could be totally fucking wrong. But anybody that's listening to my stupid ass for like 50 minutes up to this goddamn point, I'm sure probably look at themselves as some extraordinary motherfucker. This is not no normal ass shit you hearing. So you must not be no normal ass nigga. So what I'm saying is, if you acknowledge yourself as not some normal ass nigga, knowing you cut from a different cloth, knowing you resonate with my frequency, you need to start acknowledging and living upon and act upon the fact that you are God. And what I'm telling you is, you need to do that consciously, weaponize and internalize it every day, and trying to improve upon the fact that you God. To go through the transformation. That's what this shit is all about. Now, you can go about it a couple different ways, but you better go about that shit being pure heart, my nigga. I'm telling you, you gotta be pure heart with this shit. You can't even fuck with me if you ain't pure heart. I can't even fuck with niggas if they ain't pure. Man or women, it don't even matter no more. But most of the time, I gotta say this shit. Fellas, listen. I'm talking to my niggas right now. Because this is why I don't fuck with niggas. This is why I don't fuck with Judas ass niggas. Due to the history of niggas always being jealous of me. Jealous of me because I know how to communicate with the opposite sex with 100% effortless confidence and communication, where there is no issues in how I communicate with them. Because I've cultivated and mastered the feminine energy within me. Therefore, I mastered it and within any woman I speak to. Effortless. regardless of astrological sign, regardless of economic upbringing, regardless of having a single parent at home, regardless of whatever. I'm able to communicate with her on her level because I'm speaking through the woman in me through her. Easy. It's nothing for me to do that. But because of that unbridled confidence that I represent, of being an alpha and not having to even yell that shit out, just by my body language alone and my suave approach when I communicate with women, so smooth on 33 hertz, as being the Christ, as being a God, communicating with a goddess. Niggas envy that because I bring out the insecurities of niggas. I bring out the insecurity of niggas and the lack of confidence that they have. Where they interface with my frequency, I shatter their confidence if they not pure heart in their approach. And that's just me being what I am. I don't give a fuck about what another nigga doing, about what another person is thinking, another man. I'm the fucking man. Any room I'm in, I'm that nigga. Any room I'm in, I'm God. And every woman that sees me is God. I told you I weaponize your... When you look at me, you looking at God. I'm able to shape and mold people's perception. You're going to see that when you look at me. Because that's what I see when I'm looking at you. So how the fuck can you be jealous of me? When we one and the same. Niggas? Judas? That's why I keep women around. I figured out some shit. Like, these niggas, I can't. Doubting Thomases, Judases, niggas will sell you out. Why? How the fuck can you be jealous of me? How can you speak ill about any other nigga to another woman for whatever reason? I don't explain that to me. Somebody explain that to me. Nah, they can be lazy. They can get mad. They can't get mad at me. And I'm telling niggas game. I'm giving niggas game. Like, nigga, you can do this shit. I believe in you. But when I'm in the presence of a woman, they want to fuck or something, and I'm just being pure heart. I'm on some sexual alchemy shit. I'm on some being pure heart, being able to cultivate and being able to motivate and inspire women. That's my aim. That's my target audience. Nigga, don't make no motherfucking mistake about it. I'm sexist. And I'm mainly concerned with they ask. And I know the power of the great mother. And where every fucking goddamn word I speak is to give her reverence and to pay tribute to the power that's fueling through me. Because I would not have none of this shit if it wasn't for her. And you wouldn't have none of this shit if it wasn't for them either. Why? Because I told you we one and the motherfucking same. Now listen, I'm but a tool. I'm but an external representation of your masculinity, so to speak. And it don't matter what room I'm in, bro. It don't matter how tall you is, what muscles you got, it don't matter none of that shit. You're not gonna fucking wait. I'm not gonna be moved with this shit. I'm solid. I know who the fuck I am. I know I can't be killed. How the fuck you gonna kill me? Like, straight up and down, nigga, I'm death, nigga. Every time I move around, nigga, I'm on some... So what I'm saying is, man, fella, don't be fucking jealous of another nigga. Don't be jealous of me. So what if I got a big ass dick? That's my dick, nigga. Don't worry about what the fuck I got in my pants. Let her worry about that shit. But I'm fucking her, not you. Like, why the fuck you care about what the fuck I'm doing? When everything I'm doing is coming from the motherfucking heart. Why you can't do that? Why you can't have that approach? So that's why I don't fuck with niggas. Per se. Nah, I do. I give nigga, trust me. Niggas hit me up, I give them game. But I don't roll with a group of niggas. I don't need to. I have no value in, like, other than this shit, the game we on, I don't hang around a bunch of niggas. I don't. And this is me talking to you on some level, on some human type of shit. Yeah, I represent the 33 hertz. Yeah, I'm Christ. Yeah, I know. I'm all of that shit. So what? You are too. And I'm here right now, back again, in the flesh for the first fucking time, to really show you how to do this shit, son. And how to be pure of heart. And how to have that unbridled confidence in every movement, every fucking word, every step, every breath. And being able to self-actualize yourself as far as being the I am, and as far as going through your alchemy. You must be pure of heart. So you can't fuck with me if you ain't pure of heart. I don't give a fuck who you say you is. None of that shit, nigga. If you ain't pure of heart, if you ain't 33 hertz, nigga, you can't get to the great mother unless you come through me, nigga. And what I am is 33 hertz. If you ain't vibrating on that shit, you can't fuck with me. It ain't my fault, nigga. I told you how to do it. Neuroplasticity, brain entrainment, and brain synchronization, nigga. That's one of the 3 ways you can do this shit. You figure it out. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I had to really say that shit, because niggas be telling me, man, why niggas be hating on you so much? I'm like, fuck, I know. I don't know. They always do. They pray for my downfall, nigga. I got a bunch of Judas ass niggas out here. And I don't really thank them and acknowledge them, because I know them niggas at the end of the day, they gonna have to see about me, nigga. When they die and shit, I wear many hats, nigga. I'm on both sides of this shit. And niggas, when I'm telling you, niggas die, they see me for what I am, they start crying and start apologizing. I'm like, nigga, you don't fuck with what's in me, nigga. I'm with the shits. I got some alien shit in me, nigga. Some Hanunaki shit. But more, you need to just stay recent, nigga. I got that Apollo Mayombe shit, nigga. And that shit is that Santeria, that voodoo shit, nigga. That Loa shit. That Congo Palo shit. That shit is second nature to me. I ain't gonna bring up the Necronomicon and all the other shit. I'm with them every goddamn step of the way with this shit, nigga. Mama Chola, Mama Baguette, Baron Yosemite, all the motherfuckers you fucking representing on your altar, nigga, is in me, nigga. Them niggas are me. And we roll deep. And none of this shit would be if it wasn't for the great mother, is what I'm saying. So all praise is due to the great mother. She imbued me with this. So I take all that dark witchcraft shit I got, and I'll filter it through the heart. Not the brain, the heart. And it's pure. So I'm able to wield it effortlessly. Because my approach and everything that I'm doing is to give reverence to the spirits that's in me. Is to give reverence to the great mother that's within me, and to give reverence to the great mother that's within any woman I communicate with, or any motherfucking nigga I'm communicating with. Because I'm communicating with myself. So what I'm saying is, women and men don't look at me and see, how can you be jealous? How can you hate? How can you... Like, God, why? Nigga, I'm telling you, you that nigga. You that bitch. I ain't telling you I'm better than you. Nigga, I've done things, and I've really figured out a lot of shit about myself where I know that I have to acknowledge this shit in me. I can't fucking turn it off. I can't turn it off. So, nigga, don't be fucking jealous of me, man. Do really self-evaluate yourself and where you place your fucking energy. Like, you giving me power, nigga. Like, you don't have to give me power. I am power. Personified. I don't need your motherfucking confirmation. I don't need none of that shit. All I need you to do, nigga, I don't need you to do shit. It's up to you if you're gonna really embark on your alchemy, nigga. And I'm telling you, you ain't fucking with none of this shit I'm on if you're not pure heart. I don't give a fuck what you mean. Who you say you are, nigga. If you ain't passing that test within yourself, nigga, because you gonna get tested. You ain't shit. You ain't done nothing. You ain't accomplished a goddamn thing if you ain't pure heart. Forget all that shit, nigga. No matter how many bitches you fuck, no matter how much money you accumulate. If you're not pure heart, that's the most fucking important thing I'm telling you, to be pure heart. I'm gonna say that shit till the cows come home, nigga. And they ain't coming home no time soon. Be about being pure heart. So that's why women like me. That's why I fuck with them. That's why fuck niggas fear me and bitches love me, nigga. I mean that in the highest representation when I say bitch. I don't mean that in no disrespectful way. I use vulgarity in the way I speak on some common, regular street nigga shit. Or I can get on that higher conscious and shit and be able to talk on some metaphysical shit where I'm not really cussing, I'm really communicating on that level. But whatever. Right now I'm on some regular shit. But that's my weaponized language patterns and how I speak is being pure heart, and I communicate with women. I prefer to talk to women. I've always kept the company of women. I'm a cake ass nigga. If I'm around, I'd rather be around some pussy than around a bunch of niggas. Any day of the fucking week. I have nothing to gain by being around a bunch of niggas. Cause I know it's gonna come to a point where them niggas is gonna look at me as being better than them. In some way. Let it be a topic of discussion if some shit come up. Or let it be a fine ass woman walk through and I'm in the company of like 6-7 niggas. And they gonna see me and that woman gonna look at me or whatever and she gonna come through and they gonna be like, man, and they gonna see her look at me and they already, man, you looking at that nigga, he got long ass hair, he taller, he whatever, he confident. And then I'm gonna say something to her. I'm gonna say something to her and get the conversation going. Them niggas is gonna, man, fuck this nigga, man. Bitch ass nigga, man, fuck that nigga, man. If you had that long ass hair, them niggas wouldn't even fuck with you, dog. Why you care? Like, that how you really think, man? Niggas be thinking like that. Could I be reading they fucking mind? Like, that is some bitch shit, ain't it? I don't get it, man. All I did was just give niggas game and give niggas all kind of just love and support and inspiration, and niggas still hate them. That's fascinating. But I wouldn't change it because all that shit does is really just confirm how powerful I am. And really just confirm all that I represent, being pure of heart. So know and understand this shit. When you doing this shit, let's get on this. On like I said, back on the thought forms, back on the way that this system, the sentient world simulation, will present to you problems and different pitfalls for you to fall under. And to get you to be off your square, and get you to be off your energy, the energy that you accumulated. Where, that's why I tell you, to really, like, when you're doing like meditations, I need you to really go within your subconscious mind and entertain the negative thought forms that's there. Because they're spirits. They sound like your inner voice, but they're there because this system, this sentient world simulation has created these negative thought forms out of fear and necessity to try to keep you asleep. Or to try to keep you plugged into the matrix, so to speak. And when you go down there within your subconscious mind and you just observing them, you just hearing them out. You're going to hear them in your own voice. You may even see them as an external form of you with your voice. And they're going to be talking to you and why you shouldn't be doing whatever the fuck you're doing. And they're going to speak to you whatever negative thought form they are. Right? But what I'm saying is be indifferent to them. Don't give them your emotion. Don't hate them. Don't hate them. What you put your emotion into, you create a God out of that. They have power over you because you're emotional. And energy is in motion to whatever that thought form is. And now they got you. So what I'm saying is go about your subconscious mind and being indifferent and just listen to them and, delete it. Get rid of it. Now, it's easier said than done. But you can eliminate these negative thought forms, these negative spirit attachments with the intent on being pure of heart. Any motherfucking negative entity, whether it's a person, whether it's an environment that's imbued with negative energy, or it's an object that's imbued with negative energy, cannot interface with you when you are vibrating at 33 hertz and when you're pure of heart. How the fuck can they stand in an environment with a motherfucker being pure of heart? You tell me. How the fuck can that be possible? That's impossible. So it's impossible for any bitch nigga or bitch to be around me or to interface with me or communicate with me if they're not fucking pure of heart. But they fucking themselves up. Trust me. By coming and entertaining themselves with my crazy ass on any of this shit, if they're not pure of heart, they fuck themselves. You just slit your, or you just fell on your own sword.
Look what you did. You just sacrificed yourself. You ain't have to do that. I told you to be pure heart with the shit. Is it hard? Be pure in your approach and how you want to embark on your own journey and your own alchemical transformation. Because you're going to have to be the hero in your own story. That goes for any man or woman that's pure of heart. Now, that's a lot of motherfuckers that's not pure of heart. And them motherfuckers are going to be vanquished. You don't have to worry about them. They're going to be vanquished. That's the word I want to use, vanquished. However you see a nigga getting vanquished, that's how they getting vanquished. How that look? Y'all tell me in the comment section how y'all see a motherfucker getting vanquished. What y'all see in y'all mind? Like on some godly shit, I'm gonna vanquish your ass. Just like disperse that nigga into nothingness or some shit. But that's what's gonna happen to motherfuckers who's not pure heart. So this is separating the wheat from the tare. There you go. This is really separating the gods from the titans, so to speak. I don't even go by the name Rogue Titan no more. That was a stepping stool. That frequency emission of the name, the Rogue Titan, and everything that meant was to catapult, really to get me to where I am as far as my alchemy, as far as me representing El Cristo Satanis Negro, as far as representing the middle pillar. That was a stepping stone. I use names as frequency, gematria code, certain numerical values and numbers and letters and symbols to really speed this up, and it sped it up, and it worked. It worked perfectly. But you can call me that. I don't even acknowledge it. I don't even look at myself as that no more. That's not even necessary no more. But that's a part of my own personal journey. That's a part of my own art form, and just being able to have flair and creativity and imagination and how I incorporate my alchemy and how I express this shit through social media. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I take advantage of the bridge that social media represents? You see what I'm saying? And one of the things that's awesome about this shit, I don't see none of you niggas. Because none of you niggas really exist to me right now. I see myself. So when I'm saying this shit, I'm talking to my motherfucking self. And this is a spell I'm casting on my motherfucking self. You see what I'm saying? You can even do that to yourself. You can record yourself saying the craziest motherfucking shit while you listening to theta waves at like between the frequencies of 4 hertz to 7 hertz with your own affirmations. You can be speaking to yourself with your own affirmations. And you ain't got to upload that shit on YouTube or social media. You can just listen to yourself speak and watch yourself talk to yourself and really mind control yourself to believe the crazy shit that you saying. Just like I fucking believe it. Because it's crazy. I know it, man. It's real. Because my mind makes it real. And as a man thinker, so is he. Right? But I'm more than a fucking man. I'm a god, nigga. And you are too. Right? Back to the great mother, though. Back to the goddesses. Back to the. I have to give reverence to women. Now I'm not no suck ass nigga. I'm not no cuck. I'm not no beta male ass nigga. But what I am, I will show appreciation to women. I have to. Because I have a lot of them in my life that helped me get to where I am right now today. There are many, many women who have me on their altars, who give me reverence, who give me offerings, who give me power, fueling everything that I'm doing. And I must show my appreciation for that. I must show my undying gratitude for that. I'm floored. I'm so humbled by that. Because it's not about worshiping me. It's not about looking at me as being better than them. It's by them acknowledging my heart and being pure and my intent
as being solid, as being a symbol of inspiration to men, women, and child. As being that light in the tunnel. As being that nigga for all intents and purposes. And for women to acknowledge that in me, like, I'll run through a motherfucking wall for that. Like, I have to. Like, that's some powerful shit. And I'm humble. I'm talking about women all over the fucking world. You be shocked. Does that make me better than you niggas? Should you be jealous of me because of that? You shouldn't. Because you can do better things, my nigga. But it takes you being pure of heart. It takes you being able to accept your bullshit and acknowledge it and embrace it and to make no motherfucking excuses about it. Because there are no excuses when it comes to this. Why? Why aren't there any excuses? You know why? Ye are gods. All I'm telling you is to act upon that. Act upon that thought. Treat other people the way you would want to be treated. You see a motherfucking lend them a helping fucking hand. If you was out here fucked up, bum, whatever, just fucked up, right? And man, you just trying to get something to eat. And you like, man, I just want $1, any damn thing. You see that other motherfucker, and you like, man, fuck that bum ass nigga, that piece of shit. You need to understand the scope of who the fuck you are. Meaning that you are that bum ass nigga that you chastising. You are that person. And I'm going to tell you this shit right now. I'm going to tell you about some sorcery. You ain't got to believe this shit. This is a fucking fact. You ain't got to believe it because you going to maybe see about this shit when you die. Moments like that, when you looking at a motherfucker and you feeling some type of way, I know the shit, the spirits, how they work. If they fucking feel like it, they got attitudes just like we do. They aren't like you think are holy and just, no, they got attitudes and they like to punish certain niggas. If you looking at, say, when you die and you going through your whole life with all the bad shit, fucked up shit you did, and one instant it was you were like looking at some homeless motherfucker. They able to take your consciousness and put it inside that homeless motherfucker, and you will live out your rest of your days as from the vantage point as that homeless person. Where your consciousness, you right now will be trapped inside the mind of that homeless motherfucker, and you will be condemned to live your existence out as that bum motherfucker. The same motherfucker you was condemning as walking down the goddamn street when you was alive. Now you gonna be trapped inside this nigga to suffer through the same motherfucker you chastised. That's sorcery. That's taking your consciousness and transferring it into another motherfucker's consciousness, and that motherfucker, your consciousness, will lie dormant in that motherfucker, and you gonna have to suffer. As long as them motherfucking spirits want you to suffer. Because you wasn't fucking pure of heart. Don't fuck with me with this shit, nigga. Trust me. It happens. You don't want that. You do not want that, man. It get way worse than that. For example, I don't like to really touch on this too much. Hopefully ain't no motherfuckers on here ever molested a child or ever put their hands on a woman. Because I really have a problem with that shit. That's just me. That little boy or little girl you touched. Not saying you. Say as for example, somebody touched a little boy or little girl, and they just think they got away with it. You don't get away with shit you do down here, nigga. Say you thought you got away with it. When you die, trust me, it's gonna be obvious that you didn't get away with it. Because the moment you die, That fear you got, nigga. And before you go, you gonna see me. You gonna see me as one or two. What? You gonna see me as the Christ, or you gonna see me as the Antichrist? I keep the same fucking face. I look just like this. When you do this, you're gonna know immediately everything is gonna come out because I'm extracting that shit. Like I'm magnetically pulling it out of you. Whether I'm the Christ or the Antichrist, I'm pulling it out of you. All the bad shit. I'm like, come on, nigga. I'm sorry. Come on. And we're gonna go through the review and let's see what you did. Let's see what works you did. Oh, you fucked that little boy. 4-year-old little boy. Your nephew. You sick motherfucker. What you doing? What was your intent? I didn't know, man. My daddy, we don't want to hear excuses. Nah, this is not my job as the Christ or the Antichrist. As Lucifer, or Satan, whatever the fuck you want to call him. But there are spirits that should go forever nameless who like to torture motherfuckers. They just do. Torture gods. And I don't even want to even talk about that shit. It's bad shit that happens with motherfuckers who molest kids. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. And it's bad shit that happens to men who put their hands on women. Cause you're not just putting your hand on a woman, you're putting your hand on a great mother. I don't give a fuck how ratchet that bitch is. I don't give a fuck. Now I know the level of shit baby mamas put their baby daddies through. I acknowledge that. I get it. But when you put your hands on a woman, how the spirit see that shit. Listen, don't take my word for it. Go about them niggas your motherfucking self and ask the spirits how they feel about that shit. Don't take my word for it. Cause I'm with them niggas all day. It ain't shit for me to communicate with them. Let's see you do it. Go ask them niggas. Hey motherfucker, how y'all feel about me putting my hands on my bitch? Y'all ain't got no problem with that, right? Nigga, I got this 4 pound, nigga, I put it in your... Nigga, that none of that shit mean that he got... Don't come up there with that thing. But be pure heart and ask. That's all. And be silent. Go in the motherfucking dark. Turn off all your goddamn electrical appliances off. Unplug them. Take your cell phone. Leave that shit in another room. Go in the dark. Close the motherfucking door. Turn off all the goddamn lights. Even take the light bulbs out, nigga. I don't want you... fucking getting scared going to turn on the light and say, shit. Nah, none of that. None of that shit, nigga. Turn everything off. Be absolutely still in mind, in thought, and in emotion. Be still. And you can either speak the question into existence. How do y'all feel about me putting my hands on the wall? Or you can speak internally. How do you feel about me putting my hands on you? And they'll show you. They'll show you better than they can tell you. That was very simple. Now you can go about the spirits and ask them any fucking question you want. But in my opinion, don't waste their motherfucking time about asking them some mundane shit. Hey man, do y'all think LeBron James can win that game tonight? How many points you think he gonna score tonight? Don't do no shit like that. Ask them something that's profound. Like, in my opinion, you don't want to waste your time. How would you feel you being, I'm just saying, just don't take that for granted. You have this power. You can all do this. Anybody can fucking do this. Like, seriously. Hey, man, listen. I appreciate everybody on this shit. Like, my niggas. Hold up. Nah, you right, man. Listen, women, don't be fucking taking advantage of this shit and thinking niggas just can't. Trust me, man. It go both ways. I understand it. What I'm saying is, now this is from my vantage point how I deal with the spirits and how I know how they feel about shit. Now, they may tell you something else. You may experience something else. But me representing Christ, I'm kind of like an authority figure when it comes to having experience with this level of shit. I will say that. But I'm not saying my opinion is more valuable than yours because ye are God. So you go about asking them yourself. But women, don't don't be bringing that. Don't be fucking enticing that nigga to make you hit him and shit either. Like, have respect. What I'm saying is, I know shit get emotional down here. I know we got so much passion and rage and how we do shit as being melanated. I get it. Trust me, I understand all of that. But what I'm saying is, if a man and a woman are both pure heart, you cannot go wrong in communicating. Communication will be open, and there will be no issue if you're pure of heart. That's all I'm saying. If you're not pure of heart, shit gonna be what it is right now. Just total bedlam and calamity, nigga. Just straight, just you see it. So, like I said, everything I say, every word I utter is to give the great mother reverence and to acknowledge the woman in my life that means so much to me. That's so motivating and inspiring for me to wake up every day knowing that I have this level of support behind me to do what it is that I'm doing. And what it is that I'm doing, I'm just being myself. I'm just speaking from the heart. That's not something that's special, but it's something that's so profound in the era and the time period where you don't see that. That's it. But that's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is what you have the power to do. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of people ask me ideas on how. Yeah, like, listen, it's easier said than done, fam. Crazy Ace. It's like, yeah, like a lot of this shit I'm saying is kind of like, it's simple. But it's easier said than done how it's applied. I understand the level of mind control y'all been under. I get it. And it's a lot of shit that y'all got to work through in order for you to really be able to see the forest from the trees, so to speak. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to have to do, you're going to have to work, you're going to have to work on your shadow work. You're going to have to go about this shit, in my opinion. Now, this is in my opinion. This is what I've done in this lifetime in particular, as in going within the left-hand path and just being isolated consciousness and going about that into going within my subconscious mind to weaponize my emotions, weaponize my fears and my traumatic experiences by embracing my traumatic experiences. I had to do all of that shit first in order for me to go about the heart chakra and to represent myself as the middle pillar and all of that shit. But it was so profound. It had so much of an impact on my mind and my level of understanding of myself in this lifetime. And that I recommend that path because it's hardcore and you're alone on this journey by yourself initially, and being able to go within your subconscious mind and to face your fears by embracing them, not running away from them, not fighting them, right? You go within those I'm talking about the deepest recesses of your subconscious mind, and you're going about it to embrace what you're afraid of, because what you're afraid of is what's going to be used to fuel your alchemy once you transmutate that energy of fear, that emotion, into power. And once you do that, it's the ignition. Ignite your shit. Just ignites. Your black flame ignites, and you become the black flame. Who can fuck with you when it comes to that? Now, you ain't shit. You can do all that shit, but if you ain't pure heart, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't accomplished nothing. Why do you think I'm doing this? Point up. The only way is up, nigga. But you ain't going through none of that shit unless you going through me, and I represent your heart. Because I'm pure. Right? That's the game. That's the mind control I'm running on you. Is to be pure of heart and to know that ye are gods. And I don't give a fuck if you get tired of me saying that. That's what I'm going to say. So he will, good ears, let him hear. He will, good eyes, let him see. And it's so profound once you have experience with dealing with this information, with acting upon this information, so to speak. Now I want to go back to this. When I said earlier about having access to brainwaves. Do you know what the fuck I'm really talking about when I say that? Have any of y'all really started to really look into geopsyche? Schumann resonance, brainwaves, paranormal activity, brainwave frequency emissions of paranormal activity and something that's anomalous. Like, have y'all really looked into this shit I'm saying? Like, seriously. What do you mean by brainwave? I told you that. Man, it's simple how I do this. This is not even fucking hard to do. I've been doing this since I was a child. Knowing that people's brainwaves were vibrating at a specific frequency. Nah, I didn't know what the fuck a frequency was as a kid. I didn't have to. All I knew is that everywhere I went, I was in control of absolutely everything where I was at. Let me give you an example of what it's like when I was a kid when I go to a store. Toys R Us. And I'm in there looking at all these fucking toys. But when I go to Toys R Us and I'm looking down the aisle, I'm looking at this little black ass boy walk down the aisle, look at me as He-Man in a fucking package. Trying to get this nigga to buy me. Because I'm He-Man, I'm a thought form. I'm everything that this motherfucker's looking at. We're one and the same. What are we? But information, patterns, code, computer code. Simultaneously, as I'm grabbing that He-Man, wanting to go home and play with him, I'm He-Man, want this nigga to take me home to play with him so he can make me real. Because his mind makes me real. And I exist within the mind of a fucking kid, a toy. And this motherfucking toy exists within the mind of me, as me. That was my experience in going to any motherfucking store. Like, I'm able to, this was just then. I was able to just know and understand that I was everything in the motherfucking, everywhere I looked, I was seeing myself, so to speak. Not in the flesh, but at whatever the fuck I was seeing myself as that. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I had to just get used to it. I ain't had nobody tell me that shit wasn't real. All that shit was real to me. And I grew to a point where I'm like, I can't tell nobody this shit. These motherfuckers don't think I'm crazy. Oh, I must be schizophrenic or some shit. I learned that later on. But if I was in another culture, I'd been a goddamn shaman. Niggas would have been fucking, all kind of different shit. People like myself that come about that we just way showers and shit like that. Openers of the way, so to speak. But it only increased. It only got more magnified. It only increased in power and potency. So when I would go into an environment, I go into a gymnasium or something, like a basketball game or some shit, and I'm looking at all these fucking people. And I know I'm controlling all of them. So I'm able to just, let me tell you how it is now when I go places. When I go anywhere, and I see the script. I see the script I wrote for everybody in order for them to communicate with doing whatever they is they doing. Whether they're talking about, it don't matter whatever it is that you're doing. When I show up, I see the script that I wrote for you to really speak into existence, the binary code that you know and understand is communicating. I'm aware of it. I see it. And I just laugh. Not that I show pity, but like, this is so easy to me. I'm like, God damn, look at this shit. Like, I'm everybody that's here. They're all but reflections of me. They like fucking non-playable characters. And I'm just looking like, and I go sit down, watch my game. I'm not tripping. I ain't gotta be like, yeah, nigga, I'm running y'all niggas, man, whatever, man. I got experience with this shit. And once you have experience with understanding yourself and communicating with yourself as everything and everybody, you will understand the level of appreciation that you have to show down here and having the opportunity to really grow and improve upon the fact that you was born a motherfucking God. Ain't that awesome? That you can improve upon the fact that you are the all and that you was God of all there is. You can improve on that shit. Nigga, that's your cocoon being God. Once you come out that motherfucker as a butterfly, that's whatever the fuck you define yourself as. That's some out cold shit. Think about it. That's awesome. So what if I go somewhere and I know I'm running everything there? So what? Raise your frequency, right? Increase your work, like really get on the ball with this shit, because you're running out of fucking time. I'm telling you. You don't have a lot of time to keep doing this shit. You can't take this shit for granted. Don't fucking take it for granted, is what I'm saying. Seize the motherfucking moment, man. Seize it. Wow, like, why wouldn't you want to do this shit? Like, why wouldn't you want to acknowledge yourself as being a God? Like, straight the fuck up and down, I'm telling you, that's who you are. Niggas, do not be jealous of me. So what? I'm 6'5", I'm 6'6". I'm fly, bitches love me. Who cares? Nigga, they could love you too. And they will if you fucking pure heart. I bet your dick grow if you pure heart. Mine did. Seriously. Serious shit. If you walk the narrow path, and it's hard to do. Don't get me wrong, nigga. This shit ain't easy for you to do. It was for me, because I was always doing this shit. But what I'm saying is, you even have a better opportunity to do it now and embark this shit I'm on, if you can go through the hardships of what the fuck you gonna have to go through to be able to accomplish this shit. It'll be way better for you. And I will show envy to you, nigga. Like, this nigga went through hell and back to do this shit. And I was just always doing this shit. I'm that nigga on the video game that's born with all his fucking attributes all the way up. Playing a goddamn game. Like, man, so what? I'm that nigga, so what? I'm here to show you that you that nigga. And you going through trial and tribulation and training and going through failure and failure and failure. Once you get up to that level of being pure heart at 33, and then you acknowledge yourself as God, nigga, that's the greatest motherfucking shit in existence. And you got the opportunity to do that. I don't have the opportunity to do that. I'm already there. But you can go through some shit and get there, nigga. That's the power of you by being human, by you thinking you human. I never thought I was human. So I never was born with the distinction of limitations and restrictions that's placed on a human. I didn't have that. You probably had that shit. You probably looked at yourself as being human. And I'm not telling you that's a weakness. I'm telling you that's going to be your strength when it comes to you to know that you are a God. And you went through something that was so flawed in the human, and you became you became something that's so powerful. That's fucking alchemy. And you got the opportunity to do that shit. So I'm telling you niggas, if you acknowledge yourself as being human, you can go through all that shit to come out that shit clean, nigga. Like my nigga Andy Dufresne, nigga, in fucking Shawshank Redemption, crawling through 500 yards of shit and piss and vomit. That's what the fuck I'm saying. You got the opportunity to do that. I didn't have to fucking crawl through that. I flew over that shit and I was already at the end. Kind of empty. But I'm here to let you know, nigga, I'm but a reflection of your true inner power, nigga. And you can do it. You can. I ain't got shit else to say to y'all niggas, man. Other than to really... I say that shit and I go for like 4 more hours. I better shut the fuck up. But... really, man, I gotta say this before I end this shit. Show appreciation for those who got your back. For those who really are pure of heart in your life. Do it before it's too late. Before they die, they pass over, and you never had a chance to thank them or show them your appreciation for the shit they do for you. You're gonna want to do that. And if you have parents that's still alive, man, just call them and tell them you love them. I still got both my parents still there. You know, my dad and my mom, they still here. But you're gonna want to do that, man, because shit gonna get hard. Shit gonna get tougher. I told you I'm making it hard. Let me tell you how I'm making it hard before I go off. Now listen. Don't take this the wrong way. But I told you that the shit that's coming through the sun, carrier waves, shit that's coming through black holes, how I'm increasing really self-destructive behaviors, all the bad human characteristics, I'm literally increasing in motherfucker that's not pure heart. If you're not pure heart, you're gonna suffer from a lot of that shit. But if you're pure heart, the only thing that you're gonna be getting is downloads and alchemical fucking transformational ideas and creativities for you to be able to explore that shit. That's what you're gonna get. So I'm killing motherfuckers and I'm healing motherfuckers. But I'm doing it both through carrier wave emissions that's coming through the sun. Because I'm the sun. I'm sending it through myself. Just by proxy of me being on this planet. And being pure of heart. And me speaking into existence everything that I'm describing to you here. So you're going to see a lot of ODs. You already saw some. You're going to see more violence. You're going to see more chaos. You're going to see more motherfuckers scrambling, trying to figure out what the fuck we do with our economy. But you're also going to see motherfuckers, more people talking about me as the Christ. You're going to see motherfuckers talking about real new age to Jesus, Conjure Queen type of shit. You're going to see more people talking about the metagene, DNA downloads, and going about the astral plane, sex magic, and the importance of the woman's orgasm at 33 hertz. And being able to use that to expedite the alchemical transformation, the shit that I teach through my consultation, you're going to see a lot of that shit too. You're already seeing it. So I'm penetrating this shit in all facets. I'm penetrating the collective unconscious mind of humanity with my thought forms, either to kill niggas or to heal niggas. Ad infinitum. You're going to see more FRBs in outer space. Fast radio bursts for niggas that's too slow. You're going to see CMEs, coronal mass ejections from the sun. Solar flares. I'm putting new sunspots on there to really go about that shit because they're trying to put the sun on solar lockdown. But it's not out there. The sun is me, and it's within your mind. It's in your head, so to speak. It's not 93 million miles away. Remember, this is all holographic, being projected from where? The mind's eye. My eye. The all-seeing eye, so to speak. You're going to see more UFOs. This year's been a lot of mass UFO sightings, right? Y'all been looking? Y'all been seeing those shits? We up there. We everywhere. Y'all niggas ain't never there. Pound for pound on the... Let me shut up. I don't want to start rapping this shit. I don't want to do that this one. But you're going to start seeing that. You're going to start seeing depression, anxiety, stress, worry, guilt, shame. All those are spirits that are working OT in motherfuckers that's not pure of heart, that's chomping at the bit for motherfuckers to embody them when they're not pure of heart, when they're lost in spirit. The motherfucker, we getting rid of the weak right here. So the only motherfucker that's gonna be left is motherfuckers that's gonna be on this frequency. Cause I'm increased. Listen, I'm cancer. Radiation coming from the sun is gonna kill motherfuckers. This is what I'm doing. I am doing this. You understand what I'm saying? I have blood on my hands when it comes to this. But I'm also healing those who are on the frequency, who are of the cloth, who are doing the work, who are pure of heart. If you're not pure of heart, like right now, you listening, man, fuck this nigga, man. This bitch ass nigga. You saying that to your motherfucking self. I told you out the gate that you are God and I'm but a mere reflection of you, my nigga. So you sucking your own dick, nigga. That's your problem. But understand something. If you're not pure heart, you are gonna be fucked up. But if you are, you about to go through the alchemical transformation that you've been waiting on, nigga. You've been waiting on this shit, nigga. Surrender to it. And allow this energy to run through you, my nigga. Embrace it. This shit don't hurt. It don't hurt me. A lot of niggas tell me y'all go through symptoms of pain and shit. I don't feel that. Because I've always been on. I never had to go through really raising my kundalini. All my shit was already risen. I never had to go through decalcing my pineal gland. What the fuck is that? My shit always been open. What the fuck is a? How can my third eye be closed? I don't understand that logic. I don't understand how the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Open your third eye, my nigga. What, nigga? My shit always open. Why would not my shit be open? Your shit closed, God. You gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? Eat some beans and shit, rice and berries and shit, God. Like, I don't get that shit. Like, my shit always been like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta raise your kundalini from the root chakra all the way up, God, through the double helix and shit, God. Word to mother, yo.
I'm gonna retard talking like them New York niggas, but all seriously, like, I didn't have to go through that. But I wish I did have to go through that. But I still appreciate the fact that I've been imbued with this level of wisdom and understanding of just me being a Christ. And me being El Cristo Negro, me being El Cristo Satanis Negro, me being the middle pillar, me being the black magic sorcery motherfucking witchcraft motherfucker that I am. But filtering all that shit through the heart. And me being the gateway cannot be taken for granted, is what I'm saying. So you're gonna see some crazy shit. You're gonna see paranormal shit. You're gonna see some supernatural shit. You're gonna see more and more of this shit get real fucking crazy. But what I'm telling you is stop standing on the sideline and waiting for another motherfucker to come around here to do some shit when you got the opportunity to be living this shit out within your existence right now. The shit that I'm saying. Stop trying to make it a way to be practical. Man, I don't know. Like, I'll have no fucking shame. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no fear. Like, I'll strip naked and laid in the middle of the goddamn street in fucking full traffic, nigga. To show you that I have no restrictions and no fucks that are given on how you look at me, nigga. I did that shit with a soft dick. My dick was like 3.5, 4 inches long while laying in the motherfucking street. You think I give a fuck how you feel about me, nigga? I know I'm God, nigga. I know I'm the Christ. I know this. I did that as an example to show you what I'm willing to sacrifice every goddamn thing about me, everything anybody ever thought they knew about me, to do this work, to be pure heart from the spirit. And I've done that. I'm willing to face ridicule, condemnation. None of that shit bothers me. None of that shit bothers me. Why the fuck would that bother me, nigga, when I know who I am? And not only do I know who I am, I'm acting upon who the fuck I am, nigga. Fuck you think you fucking with? That's how confident you gotta be, nigga. You gotta say, who the fuck you think I am? And then you gotta be able to show and prove that shit. Nigga, I show and prove this shit. It ain't shit. I know this shit that's in me. I know that, nigga, I'm not even fucking really here. I know what's behind me. I know I got the great mother on this. I got the lowers, the voodoo, all that shit behind me, nigga. Them niggas is running in me, nigga. They are like amping me the fuck up every moment of every day. But all of that shit is filtered through the heart. And I'm the middle pillar. And I'm speaking the spoken word made flesh, nigga. You hearing me speak this shit, but I'm pure of heart in my approach with this shit. And I represent the 33 hertz. And you can't come upon my mother's kingdom without coming through me. At 33 motherfucking hertz. Go see about me. So a lot of women know where I'm at on 33 hertz. Don't get it fucked up. Niggas know too. Niggas see me for what I really am. And they already, man, they know who I am. And all I'm saying is I'm no better than you. I'm no fucking better than you, dog. I'm no fucking better than you. Stop being jealous of me. I'm not better. I'm not. Because you look like a bitch ass nigga when it comes to women. They tell me this. You look weak. That's not a good position to be in when a woman look at you as weak or lesser than. Because you jealous. Because you got the tendencies of a bitch. Because you're not confident. You insecure about yourself. You an insecure ass nigga if you talking to any other woman about another nigga. What I'm telling you is get rid of that shit, man. Now ain't the time for that shit right now, man. This is about
This is the end times, my nigga. This is revelations. Like straight up and down, man. Everybody need to be doing this shit, taking self-inventory on where the fuck they stand as far as their spirituality and their growth and their level of consciousness right now. I still do. And I know at the end of the day, when I go to sleep on purpose, I weaponize my sleep. Nigga, I went like 20 minutes since I told me I was gonna get off. See what I'm saying? Blind ass nigga. But I weaponize my sleep. And I know when I go to sleep, I'm doing all kind of shit. But more importantly, I gotta go report to the Great Mother about everything I did today, about everything I spoke into existence today. I gotta run it through her. Hey, mama, hey. It's like I get scanned. Every fucking word, every thought I had today, every fucking day is being reviewed by the Great Mother. I can't fucking slip up. There's no slipping up in me. That's why I'm so fucking confident. That's why I don't give a fuck. I'm like, nigga, I can do whatever. Nigga, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Because I'm doing it from, I'm being pure. I don't have no ill intent. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to hold me back. I can just fully express myself. I can just be. You understand what I'm saying? Because I got some powerful shit behind me. And I got some powerful shit running through me. So all these entities that I was able to simulate, the light and the dark, the 72 goetic demons, the 72 angels, all that shit. And being able to filter all those different abilities and powers through my heart. And thinking like a scientist, acting like a priest, I can't fucking lose, and neither can you. If you approach your spiritual work with being pure of motherfucking heart. Can't lose. You have all access to this shit too. You understand what I'm saying? So that's it, man. I ain't gonna say no more. I'm really about to read the comments and shit, my nigga. Let me see. Yeah, man, like, look, man. Like, everybody on this motherfucker, dog. My nigga neck bone. What happened if black dot come through the sun to the earth of a human being? Like, what do you mean by the black dot? You talking about like your pineal gland? Understand something? That sun ain't in the motherfucking skies within you. That's what I'm saying. All this shit, I know that shit ain't out there. I know everything I'm saying is a projection of my holographic brain, how I'm viewing it. I know it's coming from within me. So if I want to manipulate some shit, I go within first. Then I will get the result of that shit outside. Like, that's how I work. But you just gotta absorb that fucking sunlight through the pineal gland. It's coming from there. Nah, man. See, I'm just reading this shit, man. Yeah, like, I fuck with everybody on here. Man, anybody even take the time to even listen to me, dog. Like, just on some real shit. That mean a lot to me, dog. I really do. I ain't one of them niggas, man. Fuck y'all niggas. I'm out here to get over on. Nah, man. It's like, I have so much respect for people's time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, man, you right. The mama that is good chaos. Like, what? The thing is, man, about embodying this power, man, you gotta know what the fuck to do with it. You gotta be pure, man. You gotta really be. You're gonna be tested. You're gonna be tested. Like, I'm gonna show you an example. Like, when it came to me, when I really went about the Apollo Mayombe, when I really done the rituals I didn't go about that shit on no traditional shit. I went about that shit my way, which is very fucking dangerous. I don't recommend it. But I know I'm God. I know I'm the Christ. And I knew that any pantheon down here was for me to be able to assimilate, for me to be able to use. So that was my approach. But one entity specifically, and now she is my queen, my twin flame, my concubine, my soulmate, Los Santísima Muerte. And one of the rituals that I did was Like, she literally came up off my altar. Like, I kept her on my altar around other shit. Other people, man, don't put her on your altar. You need to give her her own space. I'm not gonna do what the fuck I want to do. If I want that motherfucker on the altar around other motherfucker, that's where the fuck she gonna be at. The fuck is you to tell me where to put her when I'm El Cristo Negro? So, my approach was tested. Trust me. And during the ritual, during my meditative state, listening to the frequencies and shit, she literally, you saw her smoke. Told you this story before. She got in front of a nigga, saw that skull, and what she showed me, nigga, this is, I'm telling you, you gotta be solid on this shit. This is not me making this shit up. You ain't gotta take my word for it. Motherfuckers who with the shits know what the fuck I'm about to say when it come to you facing your deaths. Multiple. She looked at me dead in my eyes, with dead, cold, black ass eyes, and I'm just sitting there like this. And she showed me every single death that I could suffer in the flesh. Didn't move. And I sensed her, oh, okay, nigga. Oh, you don't mind yourself getting murdered and killed, me showing you that. You already know that. So I'm about to show you the death of everybody you ever loved or cherished in your fucking life. I'm about to do it. I'm about to slow it down. You're going to really have to watch them go through suffering, excruciating. Watching my daughters being ripped apart by animals and demons and shit. Seeing my mama getting her head cut off and split open. And I had to sit there like this. Just like I'm looking at you. Not moving. And she getting closer like this. You know, I'm sitting there. She back out. The whole thing was she was seeing if I was emotional and if I was going to show some type of, no, like, why the fuck would I do that when I know I'm in control of every experience that I could ever experience? I'm in control, bitch. You don't control this. Everything that you showing me, bitch, I'm programming you to show me this shit for my alchemical transformation. And now you work for me, so to speak. But she's my equal. That's my soulmate. That's my twin flame. Los Santísimo Muerte. So if you really want to test yourself on some shit, face your death and embrace it. And don't move, don't fucking flinch, and don't be in there thinking like a human. Mama, that shit. If you go about this shit, you understand you went to a point of no fucking return. If you see Los Santísimo Muerte come check about your ass, nigga. Because she represents your death. And you will die. If you go about that dark shit with the mindset of not being a god, with the mindset of not being pure of heart, you gonna be fucked up. You gonna be fucked up bad. You're not just gonna die. They gonna torture your ass and use you, nigga, for who, God knows how long. It don't matter how long. They can just use you as long as they want to. Because you went about some shit you shouldn't have been fucking with. Because you wasn't pure. You wasn't about that life. Why y'all let me go on this goddamn? Tell me this shit the fuck up. Hey nigga, we get that shit, man. Shut that shit up, dog. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to talk about that shit, dog. Nigga, why you ain't talking about that new motherfucker LeBron James, that Portland series and shit? Nigga dropped 38 of them niggas, son. Nigga, I hit about $200 off that shit. Niggas bet me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I told that nigga Anthony Davis go show out on that nigga Nurkic and shit, dog. Y'all niggas want me to start talking like that? Make a whole fucking video talking like New York niggas. I ain't gonna do that. But like, no, seriously though, in all seriousness, man, I want to show my appreciation to everybody that's listening. Like 41 niggas listening to this shit, 23 likes and shit. Like, I appreciate that shit. Not that I give a fuck or need them, but more so that y'all really, I'm seeing that y'all taking this shit more serious. I'm seeing that other people are really going about their own work and really starting to cultivate a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I really from the bottom of my motherfucking heart. As for me representing Christ, me representing everything that I am here in the flesh. I appreciate this shit. And I appreciate it so motherfucking much. And no, I appreciate you, seriously. Like, I'm gonna always show you this. I'm gonna always show my gratitude in being able to express to you the importance of how inspiring all of this shit is. And motivating. Like I'm motivated and inspired when I hear other people that's doing shit. That's like setting up altars the way they want to set them up, or coming up with a new methodology or a new practical way for them to embody more power every day, and just taking that concept and building upon that every day and going through self-improvement. That shit is awesome to me. And it's breathtaking. Like, I'm always going to show you my respect when it comes to that. And I understand, fellas. I'm going to say this before I go. The nigga getting sleepy. And I got some ritual shit I got to do when I get off of this. You know what it is. But when it comes to fellas, understand that you're going to, if you're going to be about this alchemy shit, right, you're going to have to master your feminine energy. You're going to have to master the divine feminine in you. You're going to have to come to know about the woman that's inside of you. And I ain't saying be gay and go fuck and suck a dick or something. No, nigga. You're gonna have to master or sync the brain waves or the right hemisphere of your brain, which is the feminine aspect. You're gonna have to do shit like that. Nah, I went overtime on some shit like that. I went extra. You don't have to use my example. But what I'm saying is, as far as alchemy, you're going to want to master that. And women, you're going to want to master the masculine side. Now, black women are a lot more masculine than every other fucking female species on the planet. Like, they have more masculine tendencies. So, in my opinion, a black woman is more tailor-made, better suited to really embark her alchemical transformation because she already has that masculine energy in her strong, per se. Most, you know what I'm saying? So women, that's what I'm saying. You're going to have to master that aspect of yourself. You're going to have to master the left hemisphere of your brain. And all of these different things can be accomplished through brain entrainment, brain synchronization, and neuroplasticity. Hemisync. And dealing with like the Monroe Institute, and when it comes to different frequency emissions that, you know what I'm saying, that's connected to certain chakras, that's connected to certain vertebrae in the spine, that, you know what I'm saying, breathing techniques and all that old tantric type of shit, you know, that Reiki shit, you know what I mean? Man, listen, my nigga, self-elevation, he drops. Listen, man, I appreciate the hell out of your comments in every video I fucking make. Y'all need to check out his comments in the thread, because he's dropping some shit on how the right hemisphere of your brain is where the divine feminine energy is when it comes to like your brain. And women, the divine masculine is in the left hemisphere of your brain. And we form that shit like a double helix, and that's how we really connect as a singularity, as you know what I'm saying, soulmates or twin flames or whatever. Oh shit. Man, I just got hit with a yawn like a motherfucker. I don't ever be this fucking I don't know. Now look. Y'all see how I'm in the dark and shit? That's all y'all need to see. This is where I'm at. And know where your power lies at, man. Know that your power lies in wherever the fuck you at. Your power is not in me. So stop worshiping me. Your power isn't in your church. It's not down the street. It's not in heaven. It's in you. And I'm telling you, your power, where your power is at, really, is in your heart. Motherfucker, you gotta be pure of that shit. Trust me when I tell you. Being pure heart is gonna lead you into the right direction, so to speak. You won't regret it. I ain't got shit else to say to y'all, nigga. Literally nothing. I talked for about whatever, an hour, 120 minutes of just running my mouth. I'm giving myself 30 seconds in case if a nigga wanna come through, I might want to say something else. Like, I really don't have nothing else to say. I don't really have nothing else to say. Like, I can just be, man, and just, yeah, light as a fucking feather, like, straight up and down. Like, let me see these comments, man. I really appreciate this shit. Yeah, like, just being in the moment, man. Start, just, man, every day, man. Wake up. When you wake up out of bed, I can say this. When you wake up out of bed, man, what's your motivation on that day? Why? Because if you ain't motivating yourself every day to be God, you waiting to die. You a useless eater. And you gonna be took the fuck up out of here if you get hit with a fucking photon emission from the sun, nigga. This is gonna make your life terrible, nigga. That's gonna increase the worst parts of you. And everybody else, the worst parts of them. That's all it is if you're not pure heart. Straight up and down, man. Alright, man, I gotta go. I got some ritual shit I gotta do for about an hour or so. Peace, man. Rob Blackstone. Hey, man. I appreciate your motherfucking work, dog. I need to let you know that. Your Instagram shit, man. I really, really appreciate your shit. Don't think I don't know it. I want to acknowledge all the motherfuckers that's doing shit. Like, straight up and down. My girl Savvy. My nigga Travis Magus. Motherfucker Oni Saru. Conjure Queen. Like, at all. Masterly Foolish. All the motherfuckers we upload in there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gemini. Like, so many people, man. So many other motherfuckers that's really just, that's doing this shit. That's doing the work. That's really, you know, like, that's really about this life. But I'm that nigga, though. Now, I ain't saying I'm better than any of them niggas, but, nigga, I'm that nigga. Everybody know that. And when I show up, nigga, I show out. So if we were to do a group lecture or some shit, nigga, I'm gonna show the fuck out, nigga, because I love public speaking. Nigga, I love this shit. This shit is like, nigga, my dick get hard thinking about this shit, nigga. Just being able to speak with power in front of millions of people or just one motherfucker or nobody. It don't fucking matter. It's gonna be the same energy up there. It's gonna be me being pure heart. And I'm gonna show the motherfucker out. So that's the confidence I have, and hopefully every other motherfucker got confidence like that. And being able to just communicate. Yeah, them motherfuckers release. Nigga, I'm riding the fuck out them motherfuckers. You too. But I gotta give credit where it's due to other people that's really doing shit. So salute to them. And just know that, man. Just know that what the fuck is going on, man. Take advantage of the situation. Take advantage of the opportunity every day to really just be the best version of yourself. And I'm telling you, the best version of yourself at default is God. And you should have that as a mindset before your fucking funky ass feet hit the floor and you walk to the bathroom or brush your funky ass teeth and go wash your funky ass. If you have that intent every day, how the fuck can you lose? How can you lose? Because you're going to have the spirits behind you. They're going to celebrate. You're going to have the demons behind you. They're going to celebrate. And I'm telling you, man, your life would be fucking awesome. But with that being said, when you embodying this shit, this world will start to crumble. So don't invest in this shit here. Don't. See, I can go another hour talking about this shit. I didn't even realize I was going to say this. But, like, don't go about this shit thinking that this is your home. This shit right here is a goddamn lie. It's worse than the lie. So if you haven't researched the sentient world simulation and understanding that where the fuck you at when it comes to, alright, I gotta go. The spirit, they telling me, hey nigga, we got shit to do tonight, nigga. Come on. They hit me with yarns and I'm hearing them talk to me like, alright, I gotta go. I gotta leave, man.
I wanted to say some shit, but I'm about my mother's business.